India is currently mandating a rapid shift to E20 petrol, a fuel blend containing 20% ethanol that is now rolling out to pumps across the country. This diagram tracks the chemical pathway of that fuel. Ethanol is a biofuel produced by taking the natural sugars and starches found in crops like sugarcane and corn and subjecting them to fermentation. While sugarcane molasses was once the primary feedstock, maize has recently become the dominant source, providing roughly 45% of the raw material used in these distilleries. The government presents this as a dual victory. It strengthens national energy security by reducing oil imports and lowers the carbon footprint of every kilometer driven. On a spreadsheet, E20 looks like a macroeconomic solution for our cars. But in the real world, this policy creates a resource vacuum that threatens the country's livestock and local ecology. The environmental impact is most acute at the production sites. While the fuel itself burns cleaner in a car, the factories that distill it face a massive challenge in maintaining ecological balance. The distillation process leaves behind spent wash, a highly acidic liquid with an extreme biological oxygen demand. When this liquid is dumped or leaks into local waterways, it consumes the available oxygen, killing fish and turning rural groundwater into an undrinkable, toxic slurry. Consumers also face direct costs at the garage. Ethanol is corrosive to the rubber gaskets and fuel pipes found in most standard engines, leading to more frequent and expensive repairs. To meet these blending mandates, we are diverting millions of tons of high-quality maize and sugarcane away from our food supply and into fuel tanks. This rush to hit energy targets has created a direct conflict between food and fuel, placing a heavy burden on local communities and the agricultural systems they rely on. There is an alternative. We could take the same high-quality maize and sugarcane currently used for fuel and redirect it entirely to our livestock. When we compare conversion efficiency, the biological path is far more productive. Processing a stalk of corn through a cow's digestive system results in a 22% increase in milk production, a much higher energy return than industrial fermentation provides. Fermenting green maize into silage creates a nutrient-dense superfood that cattle can digest with incredible efficiency. Adding sugarcane molasses to this feed further optimizes the process. The sugar feeds the beneficial microbes in the animal's gut, allowing them to extract more energy from dry fodder and increasing the animal's physical stamina. Research shows that cows and buffaloes on this diet produce significantly more milk, with yields rising between 15 and 22% compared to those on standard fodder. Feeding an engine provides a one-time burst of mileage. Feeding livestock creates a structural upgrade to the country's biological and nutritional output. This shift changes the economics of the countryside. In India, the dairy sector is the primary social safety net for rural families, providing a daily income that industrial fuel production cannot match. High-quality feed increases the milk's total solid content and fat percentage by up to 16%. This higher fat content allows farmers to produce premium, value-added products like ghee and butter, which are in high demand in international markets. While ethanol provides a short-term saving on oil imports, value-added dairy exports create a recurring stream of foreign exchange. This cumulative income grows every year as the health and productivity of the national herd improves. The ecological benefits are also circular. Instead of the toxic waste produced by distilleries, well-fed livestock produce organic manure that restores soil health far more effectively than chemical alternatives. Investing in the dairy economy generates compounding wealth and ecological renewal. It is a regenerative cycle that industrial fuel production simply cannot replicate. We need to reevaluate the role of ethanol in our energy strategy based on these biological and economic realities. Ethanol is a transition fuel, a temporary bridge to use until electric vehicles and hydrogen power become the standard for our transport network. Because this is a temporary phase, we should restrict ethanol production to spoiled grains no longer fit for human or animal consumption. Sacrificing long-term food security and livestock health for a temporary automotive fuel is a trade-off we cannot afford to make. A more resilient path involves modernizing indigenous animal power with the latest agricultural science. We can envision a model village where dairy and agriculture are once again highly profitable and respected professions, supported by the best feed and technology. When rural life is economically viable, it naturally slows the migration to overcrowded megacities, easing the demographic pressure on our urban centers. Nourishing the soil and livestock provides a foundation for national self-reliance that extends far beyond the chemical makeup of the petrol in our cars.